A while back I got into a conversation on Twitter with one of the people I follow. She declared that she was going to stop following what she called prolific Twitters, people who tweeted more than 20 times a day. I responded that she'd probably be dropping me because I post far more than 20 updates on an average day. She replied, "I can't quit you. Your content is valuable and interesting. It's the folks who are blipping every song they play and every bite they eat." This, of course, summarizes how serious Twitter users feel about what they read on Twitter. Although Twitter's prompt is, "What's happening?" if what's happening isn't all that interesting, do you really need to share it? I am eating a sandwich. My cat is sleeping. I am listening to Justin Bieber. These are simply not interesting statements, and they're not likely to help you build relationship with any new followers. So what is interesting? Well, that's different for everyone. You might want to start with what interests you. Write updates that you would want to read. Post links to content that you think your followers might find interesting. Share photos that are interesting, creative, or beautiful. What you're looking at here are my favorites on Twitter. You can tag Twitter items as favorites by just clicking a little button next to them, and I explain how to do that in another video. When I read a tweet that I think is funny or witty, I tend to mark it as a favorite, and these are some good examples. These are the kinds of things that I like to read. What you like to read might be different. You might like to collect links to good content or links to good photos. I like to collect things that make me smile or laugh, things that can cheer me up in the middle of the day. Quality is far more important than quantity on Twitter. Sure, you can send 50 updates a day or even more to your Twitter account, but unless a good percentage of them are interesting, no one interesting will follow you, or if they do, they'll likely drop you because you use up too much bandwidth without sharing anything worth reading, like background noise in an already crowded room. Another way you can become a valuable member of Twitter's community is to engage other Twitter users in conversation through the use of @replies. But rather than simply replying randomly with 1 or 2 word comments, say something that adds to the conversation. Here's a recent example. I posted a photo of Ventura Harbor at sunset using TwitPic. Rather than reply with "nice photo" as so many other users have in the past, one of my followers sent an @reply that said, "Thank you for the photos of my old stomping grounds. That's just beautiful." Her reply started a conversation about the Ventura area and brought me a little closer to her. When you're new to Twitter, you may not be able to think of good content to post in Twitter updates. Post a few updates, follow a few people, get an idea for what's interesting, then start sharing your comments. If you remember that quality is more important than quantity, you'll soon become good at tweeting what your followers and others want to read.